Hello, my name is Morrison Eli. Today I'll be taking you through my assignment for week two. I'm currently taking data services. So, in the rubric, we are being asked the first criteria API documentation and functionality. All endpoints get or get by ID, post, puts, and delete are documented in swagger.json and testable via API/docs, and the database is updated. Each of these components is working for all required fields of the contact collection. Okay, so this is my swagger.json file. So this is my project file. It contains swagger.json. So it contains contacts which gets all contacts, and a post which creates or makes a new contacts or makes something. We have contact ID which obtains a single contact via its ID, and we have puts which updates the contact or a contact, and we have delete which removes a contact. Now we're being asked if this is testable via API and docs. Okay, so let's test that. Okay, slash API. So this takes us to Swagger. So let's get, try it out, execute. So this welcomes us to the project. So let's try to get all contacts. Try it out. So in the database, these are all the contacts there in the database, 5 of them. So let me copy this because I'll be needing it. So let's get a single contact based on the ID. So Ephraim Otiko, working. So post, let's try to add or create a new contact. So let's add Esther, first name Esther, last name Adedayo to the project, and let's execute. So to ensure this works, let's go back to the get. Let's clear this and get all the contacts again. There were 6. There were 5 rather. Now there are 6. Esther Adebayo was added. So let's try to update Esther's contact. Let's try to update Esther's contact. Maybe she made a mistake with her name. It's supposed to be Esther Adebaya. This A is supposed to be there, not O. So let's execute. And let's go back to get our contacts. See whether it changes. Oh yes, it did. Oh, it's now A. So let's delete this let's delete Esther. Esther now is no longer working with the company. So let's delete the ID. It executed without an error. So let's try this and get our contact. See whether okay, it's working perfectly well. So the second controller video shows the project functionality at the publish site slash link, not localhost. So I'm using render for my project. So this is my host URL. So it's working perfectly. So let's let's go to contacts. Okay, and this. Let's get this by single. Okay. So the contact collection in MongoDB contains at least five records that each have the following fields: first name, last name, email, favorite color, and birthday. Okay, so this is my database, my MongoDB database. Contacts contains five contacts data that comprises of first name, last name, email, favorite color, and birthday. First name, last name, email. Sensitive information such as MongoDB credentials are stored in the .env file. The .env file and configuration information such as the Mongo, the node models folder are not present at GitHub. So in my VS Code, my project folder, I created a git ignore which contains node models and .env. So what this does, it helps GitHub to ignore these files. Any file inside this, it ignores it. It won't reflect on our GitHub repo due to security reasons or for security reasons. So it's here in the project in my local computer. So let's confirm that in GitHub. So this is my GitHub repo for this project. So we have the dots ignore, so the git ignore file containing this. As you can see, the dots env file is not rendering, is not showing, and the non-models is not showing, but in the VS Code it's showing. So that functionality is working. Proper MVC architecture. MVC stands for Model View Controller. Is followed where routes and database access are defined in separate folders or files, and the server file connects the endpoint to the appropriate routes. So M stands for model, which manages application data. It communicates with the database. It communicates with the database, right? Yes. We have the controller. What controller does is receive requests, performs any necessary processing, interacts with the model. We have routes. This is what viewers they see, acts as a view. Viewers see when they send the request and when they visit the site. So I think I met all the criteria. Thank you.